Welcome back to the show. More Aussies are dipping into their super to buy their first home.
But with interest rates getting higher, is it better to save inside or outside your super account? Today, money expert Effie Zahos is here with all the details. Effie, how does the Home Super Saver scheme work?
Yeah, morning, guys. Essentially, it allows you to save for your home deposit in your super fund. There are quite a few rules around it, so just putting this very simply, you can actually save up to $15,000 per year voluntary contributions. So either before your boss takes tax out or after. A maximum of $50,000 can go in there that you can then draw out, but you've got to contact the ATO and let them know. So it's a pretty easy step. Step one, up to $50,000 in your super. The money sits in there, and the good thing is it's not volatile, the returns, because you know your super funds, you can have a good year, a bad year. This actually is pegged to a deeming rate. At the moment, it's 6.9%. Then you've got to contact the ATO and you can draw out $50,000. A couple can essentially take out $100,000. But you've got to make these contributions. This is what you're probably thinking. It's not what your boss pays you, it's your voluntary contributions.
Right.
So you have had to make the contributions into your super fund.
Okay, so you've got, say, $80,000 sitting in your super account. You can withdraw $50,000
up to $50,000 if you've made those voluntary contributions.
To wedge against the loan. It's a down payment or the deposit on a loan of, say, $300,000.
Yeah, spot on. And this came out in the 2017-18 federal budget. The interesting thing is, speaking to the ATO, I thought high income earners will be using this, but almost 90% of them are under $120,000 what they're earning. The numbers have shot up recently because they've tweaked it a little bit, but I still think it's complicated to my liking. So they were actually going to can this in 2019, but they've still got it, and it might bite the government on the bum here, because what this is doing is getting a whole lot of people jumping into the property market as well.
Okay, can other people just use their super to buy property and borrow against the super? Or
no, you're thinking of self-managed super funds, and you can't live in that property. So this is, you would have had to make the contribution. So let me explain it a little bit more. You've got $15,000. You can either take that money and put it in your bank account. If you do that and you're on the marginal tax rate of 32%, you're going to pay about $5,000 in tax. You can get that 15, pop it in your super, and you only pay about $3,000 in tax. This is the difference between saving in a bank account versus your super.
Gee, it's a big difference.
Yeah, cut a long story short, you know, you're way out in front still. Yeah, okay. Even though rates are high.
Is there anything we need to consider in saving for your deposit from the super account? What are the
I'd urge you get onto the ATO's website. It is complicated, but people are doing it. There's a lot of people now withdrawing. About 43,000 Aussies have done it. So there are obviously pros and cons. The big thing for me is that your bank account, there's no tax perks. You're going to pay tax on that money. In your super, you do have the tax perks. Can I just say, if we are serious about helping Aussies save, I mean, in other countries, there are tax-free saving accounts. If you want Aussies to save, don't complicate it. Make it simple. Give them a savings account. Don't charge them tax up to a certain level to get them to save.
All right. Thanks for making my head hurt.
Yeah, I like the way that Effie explains it. It's like, OK, let me make it more simple for you morons. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I didn't get any of that.
Well, let's do it again.
It's coming up to 8 o'clock.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my God, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?